Hi everyone, this is Sullivan for Wednesday's Perfectly Imperfect Words. I'm going to be discussing work rituals, work environments, and I will be updating you on my work projects. So let's get started with a quote from Gail Brande's book Fruit Flesh.
Which Schiller used to keep rotten apples under the lid of his desk and inhale their pungent bouquet when he needed to find the right word. Then he would close the drawer, although the fragrance remained in his head. Researchers at Yale University discovered that the smell of spiced apples has a powerful elevating effect on people and can even stave off panic attacks. Schiller may have sensed this all along. Something in the sweet, rancid mustiness of those apples jolted his brain into activity while steadying his nerves. By Diane Ackerman, from A Natural History of the Senses, taken from Fruit Flesh by Gail Brandeis.
So my morning ritual before sitting down at my desk and writing is I will go downstairs and get myself a cup of coffee, which is cliche in the writer world, but I can't do without it. So I do that. I get to my desk, I sit down, and normally I just start writing. I try to avoid any kind of distraction because I'm easily distracted. So I won't open emails. I will try not to look at social media because I find that when I start to do that, I get distracted and I don't sit down and write. I will write usually until around 7 o'clock, at which point my husband likes to go for a beach walk. We live in Costa Rica, so it makes sense. We have wonderful weather here. It's high season, so we go down, we walk for an hour. After lunch, I'll usually take care of other things. If I haven't finished and I haven't reached my goal for the day, I'll continue writing. If I have, I usually feel more relaxed and I will either go downstairs and read. I will do some research on things that I want to know more about. I will sometimes take online classes, so that's when I spend the time doing that. And that's about it. That's my ritual. I do this pretty much every day, and right now with the pandemic and the lockdown, it actually makes it easy to stick to this pattern of work. My work environment is very simple. I just have a desk in front of a window and my laptop and my iPad and some books for reference, and that's pretty much it. I don't listen to music. I tend to like it quiet. If I do listen to music, it has to be classical music or piano or something that includes no lyrics or words. Otherwise, I get caught up in the song and I start singing and I don't get any work done. I'm currently working on 2 different projects. One is my time travel portal fantasy called Of the Elements, of which my first one is called Masters of the Elements. I'm currently working on the one called Warriors of the Elements, and it is proving to be quite a big book so far, so there's going to be a lot of editing to do. I'm really enjoying writing it. I'm probably around the middle of the second act and really enjoying writing that one. My second project is a women's fiction book. I started it as a romance, and it's sort of turned more into a women's fiction. So there's romance, but it's more about the arc of the main character and how she evolves in her life. The women's fiction book that I'm writing right now, I'm around the end of the second act, and it's a very different project for me. My Element series is written in the third person, and my women's fiction is written in first person past. I wanted to try my hand at writing in first person past tense, and I'm actually quite enjoying it. Sometimes I do forget and I revert to third person, and so I have to catch myself and I have to edit it and fix it. But I'm really liking it. I have seen different reactions from people out in the writing community, not from my work, but just in general, about writing in third person and first person. So I look forward to getting feedback on my book once it's done. So that's it for my Wednesday Perfectly Imperfect Words for this week. Please leave some comments. Let me know whether you prefer third person or first person. And if you have any work rituals that you do in the morning to get you started on your day, it doesn't really matter what you do, whether you're a writer, a reader, what you do before going to work. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you. See you next week.